If you're new to crochet, reading a pattern may seem overwhelming at first. However, by breaking down the pattern into smaller sections and taking the time to understand each step, you'll be able to work through it with ease. Most crochet patterns will come with a terminology or abbreviations chart that you can use to help translate the pattern. Here are some of the most commonly used abbreviations in crochet patterns. R or R&D stands for round, which refers to a complete set of stitches worked in a circular pattern. CH stands for chain. SLST stands for slip stitch. MR stands for magic ring or magic circle. The magic ring or magic circle is a technique used in crochet to create a tightly closed center when starting a project worked in rounds. It is often used in amigurumi and other similar projects. SC stands for single crochet. INC stands for increase. This means to single crochet twice into the same stitch to make your piece grow larger. DC stands for decrease crochet. It is a technique used to decrease the number of stitches in a row or round. STS stands for stitches. YO stands for yarn over, which is a basic crochet technique used to create a new stitch. BLO stands for back loop only in crochet. This technique involves working only in the back loop of a stitch, which can create a ribbed effect on the crochet fabric. FLO in crochet stands for front loop only. This technique involves working only in the front loop of a stitch, which can create a ribbed effect on the crochet fabric. In crochet patterns, this is a multiplier indicator. It means to repeat the instructions inside the brackets n number of times. HDC stands for half double crochet, which is a basic stitch in crochet. It is shorter than double crochet but taller than single crochet. DC stands for double crochet, which is a basic stitch in crochet. It is taller than a single crochet but shorter than a treble crochet. TR stands for treble crochet, which is a basic stitch in crochet. It is taller than double crochet but shorter than a double treble crochet. SK stands for skip in crocheting. It means to pass over a certain number of stitches without working into them. Crochet patterns may use different formats to convey instructions, and may include repetition of stitches, which can be confusing. Some patterns use brackets, or multiplier indicators, to indicate how many times to repeat certain stitches. The patterns in our kits are written in US terminology and follow these formats. This pattern means, for round 1, work 8 single crochets in a magic ring. The R stands for round because we are crocheting in the round in a continuous spiral, could also be denoted by R&D. The R could also stand for row. When working in rows, you usually turn your work at the end of each row and work back across the top of the previous row for a square or rectangle. The number in brackets at the end shows you how many stitches you should have completed during that round. INC means to make an increased stitch, and X8 means to repeat that increased stitch 8 times. The number in brackets indicates the total number of stitches in the round after completing the increases, which in this case is 16. This pattern means, for round 3, work 1 single crochet, then increase stitch in the next stitch. Repeat the pattern in the brackets 8 times. Because an increased stitch is actually 2 single crochet stitches in the same stitch of the previous round, the total number of stitches in round 3 is 24. It means, for our 4 to our 8, you will make 5 rounds of single crochet stitches, putting 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch from the previous round, resulting in a total of 24 stitches in the current round. This pattern means that you will single crochet once and then decrease once, repeating this pattern 8 times. This will result in a total of 16 stitches. The decrease stitch is used to reduce the number of stitches in a row or round.